This is some philosophy that I wrote. I call it Who Are You and Why Are You Here? From the moment you were born to right now, if you were to take away all of the fear, pain, suffering, joy, and happiness, and wisdom, what would you have left? If you strip away the memories, learned beliefs, emotional conditioning, social roles such as a job, name, status, you're left with something much more fundamental: awareness itself. You would have you, but who are you? I know that's a question that gets passed around a lot. Find yourself, who are you? But I believe that who most people think they are right now is just a character role that they are playing from all the interactions of people, things they're taught to believe, taught to fear, taught to love, all the way down to the name you were given, manifest this character role that you are playing. But if you were to take away all of that, you would find yourself. I believe the only way you can find yourself, and this is my opinion, is to be able to care what people think about you, but to not let it affect who you are. And I know this for a fact, as I've said it before. Anyone who says, "If I don't care what anybody thinks about me," they are lying. And I've lied to myself many a times. If you didn't care what anybody thought, you wouldn't be here right now. And there are exceptions. Ted Bundy obviously did not care what anybody thought of him. I think everybody will agree with that. But no, if you didn't care about anybody, I think you would, if you didn't care what anybody thought, you would just be completely at peace or be a psycho. But the ability to absorb what people think of you and to not let it affect who you are, in my opinion, is being at peace, or maybe that's enlightenment. Excuse me. Very few people can achieve this. I'm still trying to learn how. I think I'm getting a little closer. But for the simple reason that everybody is chasing after the next big goal or the next big thing that will give them attention or that next hit of their ego. I've been there. The hit of their ego that makes them feel better than someone else. I believe this goal is to be at peace in every moment of your life and to understand that life is just life. And meaning that everything in this life is going to happen regardless of who you are or where you are. And if you let it affect your state of mind, you're just always going to be chasing after something that you're never going to achieve. And this is something that I've thought of many times. A child. A child has always been known as pure. Ancient Romans, all the religions, pure as a young child. But why are they known as pure? Some people believe it's because they're the closest to their past life. I have heard that. And I've also heard some people believe they're pure all because they're a virgin. But I believe a child is pure because they have not been diluted by what they should be yet, or what they should love, what they should hate. They have had minimal interactions in this life. They have not been taught what to fear or what to hate. They are just at peace with who they are as a child, playing with toys, watching Elmo or something like that. Something I've noticed firsthand. Anytime you walk up to a child and ask them, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" they almost have an immediate answer. They know what they want to be, such as, "I'm going to be an astronaut." Excuse me. Or in today's time, a YouTube influencer, and that's okay. That's a dream. They have something that they want to say and they want people to hear it. Chase after that dream. You should. But as they grow older, they start to break away from their dreams and desires and often start to experience depression from the interactions of this life becoming this character role that they have to play and that they don't want to do. But school or whatever tells them, you need to be this, you need to do that. Many people believe that once I get there, things are going to be different. But once you get there, and I am changing the subject a little, but people think once I get there, things are going to change. And I've been in that place before. I've moved thinking once I get there, I'm going to do this and it's all going to be different. But once you get there, everything's the same. And it's because you didn't change anything about yourself. You just changed the location that you are standing in life. And that's not going to change anything about you. Your place on this earth is not a location. It is a state of mind of knowing yourself and knowing what you want to do and not letting what other people think about you change who you are. Yourself is not a place. It's not a character. It's not an idea. It is you. Take a moment and ask yourself, really, why am I here right now? Why am I doing this? Not at this job or location, but at this exact moment right now in life. Why are you here? Some people need to be told why they're here. You got to do this, This is your job and you're making a difference. And they're told that and it gives them meaning. And if you would love your job, that is great. I'm not saying you shouldn't. There are people, I'm sure there are police officers out there that they love their job. They love making a difference, getting rid of crime. I know my mother was a registered nurse and she loved her job. She loved the pride of knowing that she saved someone's life. And she used to talk about it all the time. But it was a code blue and we did this and we brought him back. And, that's great. That is amazing to have that kind of purpose. Some people may not want to know why they're here. Some people just keep chasing. But I know that only you can find yourself. So in my opinion, start looking. Start asking, honestly, why are you here doing this? You need to honestly find out. I'm not telling you to go and quit your job. I have responsibilities also. I have a job. I've got a family. I have to keep a roof over my head. And I know that. But at least right now, I am happy where I'm at. I still play music. I love my wife very much. I love my child. And I'm at peace with this. And I am starting to learn how to listen what people think about me, but not let it change what I want to be and what I'm doing. I care what my wife thinks about me very much. I care what my father thinks about me. I care what my brother thinks about me. But I only let it change me so much. You can't let it change you all the way. I know in relationships you have to compromise some. You have habits that really annoy your partner, and she has habits, he or she has habits that's going to annoy you. And you both have to find a common ground, and that is very true. You have to find things you're willing to give up, to sacrifice, and sacrifice is something that is necessary in life. I know that. I'm not trying to be a motivational speaker. I'm not asking for likes and subscribes. All I'm doing is just talking about things that I've noticed in life. And maybe someone can learn from it. I don't know. Maybe not. I figured it was worth a shot to put this on the internet and see what people thought. Comment if you want. Tell me what you think. I'm not trying to get famous. I'm not making explosions. I'm just talking about things that I've noticed and heard and seen and how it affected me. Let me know what you think.